Hello? What's up? Hello, all. Hope you all can hear me. Hello? Yeah. Hope you all can hear me. Hello? Yeah. Today, let's start our live session with a little prayer. Let's say Om three times, and then let's proceed into our. Yeah. Just hold on a minute. Today, let's start our live session with a little prayer. Let's say Om three times, and then hope you all can hear me. Yeah. Om. 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 Hello all. Uh, Welcome back. And today we will be starting our live session with the prediction for our next week. Hope you all have traded and made some profits in our last week market. And let's jump right into the prediction part. So this week we just entered into the sun just entered into the Kedu star, and Kedu is in 10th house from the sun, and for the Y it is sun, and for the Y1 we have this Uranus, and so basically uh, this first half of the sun trend will be mostly like flat area, because generally we will think as per the class, it is supposed to go up. But the thing is, the Ketu star is kind of a very small volumetric planet. And so basically, what will happen is, for this stretch, the market will be mostly in kind of a range bound. And even if there is a movement in a single side, it will always recover to the place where it started. And uh, these kind of things happen for the planets like Ketu. Generally, we all have this inside joke among us that whenever we have this Ketu star, we are not going to enter into the option buying part, because no matter what you do, you will always end up losing, because you know uh, it will be like, for instance, I'm saying, if moon is in the Ketu star, most of the time it will be like the market will be moving around 50 to 60 points for the entire day. If the spot Nifty is moving for 50 to 60 points, you can imagine what will happen to the option price. Both of the call and put option will be below the average price for the entire day. So it is pretty much useless for the option buyers on that day. But these things we can compare to the technical similarities. Like whenever there is a huge fall or a huge spike, there will be a little bit of the consultation phase, right? And those kind of phases will generally come during this Kedu star. And because if you notice closely, the previous 4 or 5 stars will be all Mercury and Saturn, Jupiter. All these planets are a little bit volumetric planets, and most of the huge movements would have happened there. And so we will be in the consolidation phase, and these phase we will be traveling in the Kedu star, this Venus, sun stars and all. At least the Ketu, Venus and Sun stars are also okay because uh, it would have a bit better compared to that the previous one. But the Ketu star, as it comes directly next to the uh, huge movement huge moment place, it will be mostly like a flat area. And even if there is any kind of a movement, it will not hold the movement. It will just consider like a spike in the intraday, or in the if it is in the sun star, it will be like either 1 or 2 days would have uh, run in a direction, and after that it will just get retraced, and it will just go near to the start of that uh, place where the Ketu star started. So it will be basically like uh, actually the option sellers can make a better money, and this strangle strategy would work better for this Ketu star, either for the intraday or for this sun trend. And if these kind of stars comes on the expiry date, they would have like it would be like a festival for the option sellers. But it will be like literally a nightmare for the option buyers, because no matter what you do, your premium will just get decayed. So this is the specialty of the Kedu star, and since Kedu is in the sun star, it will be like even sun is also not that much of a volumetric planet, but still compared to Kedu, it will be a little bit better. And also Uranus is connected with the sun, and generally whenever Uranus is connected to the X or Y, we can expect a sudden spike, either upside or downside, for the whatever side it is showing. And since Ketu is in Sun star, and Uranus is also in the Sun star, we can expect a little bit of a spike, but it will be only a spike, and not that it will just run in a direction and just hold on to that trend. So this is basically the trend for the sun, and hopefully my colleague last week would have explained about the uh, stocks that are better to be traded for the sun star and the Kedu star. And for those who are very new to the market, it is highly recommended if you trade only in the stocks, because for option, we still need to consider the time decay, not only the direction. But if you trade in the stocks, you don't have that kind of the restriction, so you can just at least get cost to cost, and it would be much more better compared to the option. Uh, so unless you are very much aware about the option backgrounds, it is better not to touch it, especially for the sun, because at least for the moon you won't get much of a decay. But if you are taking a positional trade in the option for 10 days, uh, it is a bit more riskier. So let's move on to the intraday trends. And today we have Saturn star, and for Saturn it is mm, we have Mars, Mercury, and Rahu connected, and pretty much it is supposed to go down. But given that Mars is in a very much close conjunction to the Moon, and also as I said before, Ketu is the sun star, it is highly likely that, and moreover, given the last 2 days, we have a little bit of a movement. It is highly likely that the market will go in a range bound market. So it is we should be very much cautious when doing the intraday. And um, and for the next full week, most of the market, as you can see, we have this. We don't have much of a trending this. Mercury is showing the house, angle house and the flat house, and another Kedu for the angle house, and there is only one uh, trending house. And in this case, uh, what I was explaining before is kind of reflecting in the Moonstar also. We don't have much of a bullish or a bearish day. Mostly it will be either flat or it will be just like a little bit of a rundown and then retrace back to the same side. So this is basically the prediction for the next week. And the yesterday's market is kind of a educational thing, because as you can see, the yesterday's market is kind of went in a had a kind of a run. But in our Sri Dishti, it is showing that the market will go in a bullish way. These are the kind of days that we should be taking for our educational purpose, because uh, I believe for the last since we started, we keep on insisting the same thing again and again, that no matter whatever the prediction is showing, you should only enter into the market after asking the Ardham. Yesterday, no matter how many times you have asked for the buy option. uh, yeah, Dusky. Next week market will be morely like a sideways, but not actually in a sideway, but it will retrace to the opening place, even if there is a movement. So actually, whenever we say that the market will be flat, it will not be like exactly like a straight line. That's what I have been explaining for this much. Even if there is a movement in a single direction, that movement will not hold and then retrace back to the same place. And that is the reason I suggest you not to buy the options for the long run. If it is an intraday, then it is okay. We will be monitoring. Will you give demo of the RNM? Yeah, sure. Of course. I will finish this thing. Yeah, it will be almost equal to it will be relevant to the question I was answering. So, yeah. So, for instance, if I am saying just a minute, as I said before, that we have this sun star started at the point of around 24 700. And as I said before, if we have this kind of straddle, it would be much more easier for uh, it will be much more easier to make the profits rather than buying in a non-trendy market. So I will ask the Ardham. So basically, I have asked a question that for this sun star, if I take the straddle strategy, will I get profit? So basically, I've asked for this straddle will work for the Kedu star, and it is saying no. Just a simple no. This is exactly what happened yesterday for us. For the intraday, we asked for the outcome that whether we will get profit in the uh, buy, like a call option buy. We did not get the answer, so we just left, and the market just fall down, and we were saved from our mishap. So basically, this is also telling me the same thing, which probably means for this Kedu star, what we generally have this for what general prescription we have will not work for this specific thing. So this is basically how the algorithm works. And I asked that whether I will get the profit for the. You said option seller market can how will option selling position work in this scenario? Yeah, yeah, that will be more like a technical question. Yeah, but still, I will try to explain this concept. Yeah, just give me a minute, a moment. So basically, this is what it's saying that from here the market will kind of go down, which is contemporary to what we have expected to have in the first half. So these are the kind of things Autumn will be more supportive for us. And for instance, you can always ask, it is not like once you have a view and you are asking, like you are planning for a trade, and that if you ask for that okay, decision opposite, uh, no, Dasky, it is not. No, I'm not saying that Kedu will work in the opposite direction. It is just that most of the time, Kedu will not have much of a movement. That's what I'm saying. It will be morely like a range-bound market. But that does not mean it will always be the range-bound. Sometimes, like only 80% it will be in a range-bound market, and for the 20%, it can run based on the Jupiter trend or this. Other other planetary combinations. It is not like we are analyzing literally all the 9 planets and all the aspects that are getting. We are just only taking the little bit of the moon part and the sun part directly. Not that yeah, all the other planets are just going to sit there ideally. They are always having the impacts on the X and Y for the all the Sun, Moon, and Jupiter. But still, most of the time, these things works, and just that it is not our duty to have a perfect prediction to draw a line and that we expect the market to go in the same direction. It is no use of that. All we need is just a perspective that either the market is going to go up or market is going to go down, or either it is going to be in a flat area. This is the only 3 conditions that can possibly exist in the market. And our main aim is not to predict the market exactly. What we need is how we can make the money without losing the loss, without making the loss uh, in whatever the market is throwing at us. So this is just a tool and not like a thumb rule that this is the only thing that is going to do. So basically, uh, as I said before, Kedu is not a volumetric planet, and 80% of the time it will be flat. And that does not mean it will always be like that. Sometimes it will either go up or down, and some of the times it will go against our prediction. And these are the kind of the places where the algorithm is going to help us. It will be more like having a parachute whenever we are traveling in a plane or something. So this is basically the thing. And as I was explaining before, uh, once we have a view, and if the RDM is not supportive for that view, it does not mean that we should be just close the market and leave for the entire stretch. We can always have a different perspective or a different angle for which we can plan for the alternate rates, and still we can ask RDM. And no matter what our strategy you're asking, if it is saying no, then we can just close it and leave it for the day. Uh, so basically, this is the basic concept of how we generally use the Sri Dishti for trading, and not just blankly enter into a trade just because uh, sun or the moon is traveling in some stars. Uh, Ordam, actually, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ordam is the most important segment of the Sri Dishti, and not the prediction of the market using the moon and sun X and Y. And we have been saying this more repeatedly, but for some reason, people always get stuck on that sun and moon X and Y, and always expecting the market to go the way uh, this to go in the way of the prediction. So this is basically the concept of how we use the uh, daily prediction and make the trades. And as for the option selling, you have asked that how we can make the option selling position work in this scenario. Basically, generally, we will buy the option at the current market prices, right? For instance, the Sunstar started on the 16th December, and the point is somewhat around 24,700. And just without the RDM, if you are supposed to enter the trade for Kedu significating the 10th house, so we will be just, the possible trade would be like we can buy the month and this December month end contract. We will buy that 24 700 call, and we will be just waiting, and uh, the call price will not be exactly uh, replicate the prices that the spot shows. It will be always a bit higher. It is because of the premium. The premium basically means if you are buying the call for 24,700 for some 200 rupees. Basically, we will be start making the profit once the market kind of crosses 24,900. That's its basic concept. And the reason we are buying 24,700 for 200 rupees, which means that we are expecting the market to go above 24,900. So that 200 rupees you are paying extra, right? That is the value called the premium. And those premium will be getting reduced as we move near to that expiry date. So basically, the option buyers will be paying a little bit more of that money, and once it kind of makes a spike, the people will always think it will still make a better move, and expect, and so that is the reason we always have spikes in the market, spike in the options, and thus it is. We will be making a profit for the little bit of time, but still always getting down. And if you notice properly, for the month-end contract, for instance, if like for instance, on the December 5th is also the market is in the same place like 24,700, and for the next 1 week or 10 days, the market is in the same place. But if you look into the option chart, the price would have gotten down very drastically. Like for instance, let's say I will show you the example of 24,700 of the month-end contract. Just hold on a minute. I will open it and show it to you. Yeah, actually, the day we are supposed to start is on the 5th of December, and the 5th December is, yeah, I will share you the screen. Just a minute. Yeah, hope you all can see. Uh, as you can see, for the 5th of December, you can see that price range was somewhat around 350 to 380, and the Nifty spot market was literally in the same place. But as you can see, uh, the current time the market was, the price of that 24,700 option price reduced to, 70 points is decayed for 1 week. So this decay, right? This is the place where option sellers are making the profit. Uh, so basically, whenever this flat market areas are coming, you can either sell the call option, or the strangle will be somewhat similar, like, straddle will be somewhat similar, like selling both the call and the put option. Yeah, call and the put option. And no matter what happens, if the market starts no matter what happens, if the market starts from here and go here or here and then come back to the same place, there will be a huge decay for the there will be a huge uh, decay. And like, for instance, we can say, if the market, if you are taking for the single sun trend, and for selling a single option on both the call and put, you can make more like, you know some 5,000 or 6,000 rupees. So it will be uh, it is one of the strategies that it is deployable and possible to make money on the uh, this flat markets. So what else? I hope I answered your question. Or is this what you asked, or is there something I could explain? Please reply. And so this is basically the prediction for this sun trend and the intradays. And now let's kind of move on to the forex markets. Yeah, and, uh, gold. The today's gold movement will be yeah, just a minute, loading. So basically, today the Saturn star is will be the midnight, and based on the location of Saturn from Jupiter, it will be more like similar to the this market. The the entire day movement will be more in a range bound till 7 o'clock. And after 7 o'clock, we can expect a little bit of a drastic movement, but still, even that movement will not get hold, and then drag back to the uh, somewhat close to the starting point. And we can look into the cryptos. So as we all can see, Ethereum is kind of in the verge of uh, a breakdown. Either the market is either the market will fall down drastically, or it will just bounce back and go up. And this is a better place for us to plan for a trade. And let's try to do it with the support of the Ardum. Uh, Given actually we are supposed to take the trade for only uh, 20 minutes in the forex market. But given it is the off time for the forex markets, we will try to take the trade with a little movement and not with a drastic area. Either we can plan that kind of a trade, or we can just have a positional trade and try to hold it for some, uh, till tomorrow for the entire day. Will ETH USD will go up? I mean, at starting of this scale cycle. Yeah, I will actually show you how this strategy concept works. We will just uh, proceed with this uh, prediction, and then I will show you that. Just give me a minute. So basically, we can see that I asked for the ETH USD, that whether it will go up. The answer we are getting is slightly it will have a bit of a movement in our expected direction, but later it will just break and fall down. So basically, how we can plan the trade is. Uh, it is from this point, it will either get retraced to somewhat this area, and then it will break this support level, and then just fall. Uh, there are two choices we have. We can take for the short-term trade and plan for a buy option from from here to uh, here, and the stop loss will be also a little bit of a small one. Uh, but the probability of this trade is not that much advisable, because uh, if we know that there is going to be a breakdown, and there is a huge movement in the opposite direction, it is highly suggestible not to take the trade against the trend. So basically, we will be just skipping this one and then plan for the trade. As I said before, it will be a little bit of a swing trade. Sorry. It will be a little bit more like a swing trade, and we kind of need to set a little bit of a bigger stop loss as it is a swing trade. For the swing trades and all, we will be taking the lot size in a small quantity compared to the one we are taking for the uh, short-term 20-minute area. So we can plan for some 1:2, and 1:2 will be little bit of, yeah, 1:2 would be agreeable. So then we will uh, given the direction, we will decide that we are going to take a trade in this kind of structure, and then uh, we need to take the ordum for profit, because for the first time, for the first ordum was only to decide the direction of the market, and not for the profit. So based on that ordum, we came to the conclusion that there is going to be a little bit of a bounce back, and then come back down and breaking the support level. So that is the reason I am not taking the trade with the current market price, and entered into and entering into the trade a little bit lower, because I am giving some space to breathe, to go up, and then uh, once it started going down, we will be entering into the trade. So this is basically the trade basics that I am entering here, and I am keeping the stop loss for the next uh, lower high, and I just kept the target for 1:2 in a random manner, and now I'm going to check whether this trade is going to give me profit. I will just take, will I get profit? Yeah, slot is sun, and here will I get profit? Till no. So I will be just reducing my profit area. I will just keep it for 1:1, something somewhat similar. Yeah, 1:1. Still no. So basically, it is going to bounce on that area for a little bit of a while, and then some this kind of movement will be going to happening here. So it is better to wait and then enter into the trade once uh, uh, chart looks a bit supportive. Uh, as to answering the previous question, how to build the strategy for the Kedu, I am just I will just show you how the option selling thing works. But please remember that we did not get RDM for the trade. I will just show you, but that is not uh, a trade that we are going to take. So basically, for the option concepts, there are a lot of softwares, and we generally prefer to use Sensible as it is free if you have a account in some 4 or 5 brokers. So I will just explain it how to plan the trade using Sensible. So here in the trade area, this strategy builder is there. And once you go inside, it will just show like this. And there are already some pre-loaded strategies are here. Either you can plan from here and make a little bit of adjustment to the way we want, or we can just go to the build a new custom strategy and build it from the scratch. I don't want to go from the customized one. I will just I'm explaining. It is easier for you if you just use the preloaded strategies. As I said before, here the expiries are available, and for the Kedu star, it will be getting over around this 27th or something, and 26th is okay. If the Kedu star, if the sun trend is getting over by 28th or 9th, it is suggestible to go for the next week expiry. But uh, for this trend, as it has only 1 day more, uh, it is agreeable to take the position on 26th December. So I am just selecting that expiry date for the 26th December. And here we have this strategy for all the here we have this bullish strategies, and here we have various strategies. And since our prediction is kind of neutral one, these are the strategies that will provide uh, a better idea. And as I said before, straddle would be a preferred option if the market is going literally in a straight line, and for that it this is how it will look like. If I just click the straddle, this is the kind of the chart that explains how we are going to uh, uh, make the trade and get the profit. And basically, for instance, right now the straddle is open for the current market price, which is 24,250. But we are supposed to take, yeah, just a minute. We are supposed to take enter around. Yeah, actually, I have marked the line for the start and the end of the uh, Kedu star. Kedu star actually started this around 24 500. Sorry, not in the 24 700. 24 700 is the place where the Mercury star got closed, and we can just plan for some 24 400 or something. So we can just adjust it from here. 24,400. So basically, what we did was we actually sold 24,400 put option and 24,400 call option, and the price. Yeah, I will just enter the price of the opening time. Just give me a minute. The call option price was around 350 rupees, and the put option price was around 150. 350 and 150. The price that showed before is the current market price, but I am just entering the price that was when it was on the 30th Monday on the opening. So this was the price that was available, and if we open this page at 30th 9:30, this will be the price of the current market area. And for this strategy, our maximum profit would be similar to the would be approximately 12,000 rupees. And basically, we can get the profit if the market closes between 23,900 and 24,900. We have this huge cushion of around 1,000 points. And here we can, these are the places where we can uh, uh, foresee what will happen, what will happen to our position based on the movement of Nifty and based on the expiry time. So basically, we are on the 18th, and this market is at the current market price. For instance, if the market just stayed where the market opened, is basically somewhat similar to here. And if we just move the days, which will be for. So I hope you can see the prices. Mm. So basically, you can see that market literally did not. The condition we are simulating here is the market did not move at all, but the days are just passing by, and you can see that we are the profit the amount of our profit will be just increasing as such. And in the final day, we will just get the full potential of around uh, 10,000 rupees. And we can also see that what will happen if the market move a little bit of here and there. Let's say the market just moved 1% from the point of our entry. Uh, Even still, you know, we'll be making the profit, and 1% above, we still will be uh, in our profit zone. And basically, this kind of strategy will only work if the market is in the range bound. And if instead of selling the options, and if we just buy the option, for instance, I will just say I will close it, and I will just put the buy option, and this is what will happen to our position. So basically, it will be like in the opening, we will be buying the option for some 150 rupees, and let's say the market did not move anywhere, and each and every day you can see that uh, the the projected price of our option will go in the loss, and this is the money the option sellers will be getting from the buyers without doing anything. And so finally, you will be uh, end up losing all the premium amount, and thus the amount will be transferred to the sellers. So this is one of the strategy. And for instance, if it is not the Kedu star, and if it is not a trending house, uh, like yeah, if it is not the Kedu star or some low volumetric planet, and if it is not a trending direction, either a bullish or bearish, we can still choose to make money, but not with straddle, because uh, it will be like uh, if the market the market as I showed you before, the market will have to move between that small range of uh, 800 or 800 to 1000 points, and if the market, if, for instance, say if it is Saturn star or Pragu star, the market will be like having a drastic movement, but at the end of the day, it is going to come back to the same place. But still, for those kind of movements, it is better to have a little bit of a cushion for what we have, and for that, there are lots and lots of different strategies. One will be like the this iron flying. Yeah, these things kind of need a little bit of background reading, but each and every strategy for the neutral, either bearish or bullish, uh, each one will have a different time of different kind of a way to give the profit, which we can use if we can understand each and every uh, planet and the houses that are signifying, because uh, if Jupiter is showing a bearish house, say if Jupiter is showing 5, it won't make much of a fall. But if retro Saturn is showing 5, it will be like literally it will move some for 600 or 700 points or something like that. So for each and every planetary combinations, along with the aspects and conjunctions, we have to plan what kind of the movement the market is going to have, and what kind of strategies we are going to deploy. And our main area is to make money without losing the uh, you know losing to the market. So for certain uh, combinations, we will just directly go to the buy option, and for certain combinations, we will just take uh, the different strategy. And the most important thing is, if one strategy is working for a single combination, it does not mean it is going to give profit for the every single combination. Uh, for yeah, as I told you, we have to plan each strategy for each and every single combinations of the planners. Uh, so yeah, you mean to say for not trending market as predicted, we can use this strategy? Yeah, we can use this strategy, uh, but it is advisable to enter the trade once the order gives you the permission. If not, please don't enter the trade. It is it is more like generally we in the initial stages and all, me and our friends have this habit that every morning we will just every morning we will just come to the workstation, and we will just write our daily basic rule that these are the things we need to do, and we will just highlight and make sure that we need to take the RDM for the day, we need to take the RDM for the trade, and every single time, and we literally write it in the board for every day. Not that we will just write it and read it or something. We will wipe it, and every single day morning we will write it with our hand, just so that it will just get sketched in our brain in a deeper area. So it's winding up time. I hope you all enjoyed today's session, and I assume everyone get to learn something from today's session. And as usual, I welcome all of you to Nadakendra, and to share your knowledge with us. And we are also more happy to share our experiences with you. Uh, so we will finish our today's session with three ohms. Om, Om, Om. Thank you all for joining, and thanks all for your questions. If you still have any more clarifications required, you are always free to comment, or either contact us directly. We are always happy to share our knowledge, and let's make our trading happy. Goodbye, and till next week. இங்க க்ளோசிங் பண்றது